This episode. Y'all, this episode was crazy. Guys, I'm literally sitting here like, did I just watch what I just watched? I don't even care about the fluff. Let's talk about Dorit and Mauricio. Anytime you can go up to somebody else's husband and greet them in the same manner as their wife, that's a problem. Kyle is the third wheel in her relationship.
Hi, honey.
How are you?
Hi, honey.
How are you?
I don't even care if I get in trouble for playing that. Let's play it again.
Hi, honey.
How are you?
What is happening, y'all? I know I'm not the only person. Y'all, this episode had so many layers, like so many layers. No, there's no video. I chose not to because Bravo does not play. I chose just the audio to give you a taste of exactly what this. Let somebody go up to my significant other and say, "Hi, honey." Let me let y'all hear it again.
Hi, honey.
How are you?
I can't. Yo, what's up? Oh, what we gotta. What's up, Monty? What's up, Lamont? I see y'all in here. I know y'all saw. Look, for my true Bravo fans, this moment of Erica showing her real decrepit, haggard face and aura, letting us know that she does not give a F about the victims. It felt like Bethany when Kelly Ben-Simone finally showed her the truth on Scary Island. That's how good this was, y'all. Yo. Okay, so y'all. I was tripping, but let me show you. Let me give you a little context. A little bit of a context.
Hi, honey.
How are you?
Hi, honey.
How are you?
Exactly. Wait, they're bullying Erica. Wait, what? Richie, you tried it. You tried it. Y'all, Sipping Monty is no joke. I am going to be showing you guys a few images from his thing. Y'all, you know how we start. I couldn't. The Mauricio Dorit thing had to take precedence, but we're gonna get into the regular show. I'm so glad. I'm gonna start with your part, Monty, if you're still in here. Y'all, tell me that my boy is not on point. Remember, follow Sipping the Monty on Instagram. Y'all, what's going on with Kyle's hands? I saw this on his page today and I was like, we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. What is going on with these man hands? It's not, y'all. What is this? What is this? Those hands don't lie. Her hands don't. Y'all, I can't unsee it now. I can't unsee it. So remember, follow Sipping the Monty on Instagram. He'll give you some good gems like this. This okay, y'all. I'm gonna try. Okay, I'm gonna try to pull it together. I'm gonna try to pull it together so we can have our normal show. But this show was crazy. This show was absolutely crazy. I was in my bed like yelling. Okay, so let's start. Um, let's start with an easy one. Who wore it better? We got Kenya Moore, Diana Jenkins, and Princess Ray J's wife from Love and Hip Hop. Now, Princess is beautiful, but I'm giving this one to Kenya. Kenya's like 53, 54 years old and looks better than a 30-year-old in this dress. Diana didn't even have a shot. But if you like Diana, y'all let me know in the comments who wore it better. Kenya, Kenya. Hey, JC, Kenya. Okay. Somebody said no surgery for hands. I'm done. I'm done. Okay, let's see. Who y'all got? Y'all think that everybody's using the La Archive? Kenya, Kenya, Kenya. Okay, Kenya, Princess. Okay, I mean, yeah, Princess is beautiful. And why they have the same dress? They all, well, no, Kenya ain't using the archive. I don't know. Maybe they all use the same stylist. Anybody but Diana. You said it, but I agree with you. uh, oh, she does have hands like Chloe. Anybody but Diana. Diana looks like a lizard matching her tongue. Oh, wait. The Kardashians use Botox in their hands. Is that why Chloe's hands? Y'all, we're not doing this. Kenya. Y'all are clowning tonight. Y'all are clowning tonight. Y'all don't know how badly I need it tonight. Okay. So we got some other news. Y'all, it's being alleged that our girl Garcelle got a show from Peacock. Now the way this works is Kyle got to be in one of these Christmas Peacock shows. It's like an original movie, kind of like Peacock is like competing with the Hallmark Channel. Well, Lisa was slated to be in the next one, but now it looks like Garcelle got the job. I couldn't be happier for Garcelle. Um, no, it plumps the hands so they don't look wrinkled. Okay, not no. Thank you, Jesus. I love Garcelle. That I mean, I think that Rena is getting back every. I didn't want to see Rena in one of these shows anyway. Exactly. Confetti. That's right, Cole Marty. You know Rowan is my girl. If I could get Rowan on this show, I will. Uh, I'll put out a little filler to Dwight to see if I can get him on the show. Uh, we're just throwing it out there. Whether they pick up what I'm throwing, I don't know, but I'm trying. I would love to have her on my show. Give her a peach. She can have Sonya's. Anyway, uh let's see. What else we got? What else we got? Oh, the stuff y'all been waiting for. Diana Jenkins. Now, y'all, we're gonna skip around a little bit. It says Real Housewives of Beverly Hills newbie Diana Jenkins announcing she is donating 100,000 to Lion Air victims who Tom Girardi stole from. Y'all, I heard all kinds of conspiracy theories about why this woman did it. Well, now y'all know why she did it. She did it because of this episode. She sat there during that whole fight with Erica and Garcelle and was like, "Well, you need to put your money where your mouth is." Look, I'll say this and I'll say it again. You can give to charity, but you don't need to give to charity in such a boisterous way. If she wanted to donate to those victims, she could have done this um, 6 months ago when this was being filmed. She chose to do it for maximum impact like yesterday because she knew that it was airing today. I didn't like it when she did it. I didn't like it when Nene got on that stage and told Kenya, let's do 20,000 to Detroit schools, and then she never paid. Y'all remember that? I didn't like it then, and I don't like it now. If you're gonna give to victims, you should have put your money to the mouth with. You should have put your money where your mouth was yet 6 months ago when you said it on this show. You didn't have to wait till now. She just didn't want people to say, "Oh, she doesn't do it." Let me see what y'all are saying. That's a pledge, allegedly. Wait, are you crying? Oh wow. This is when having class and not going in pays off, y'all. Okay, we got a lot. Oh well, those are the breaks. Right. And Nene still didn't donate. And she still didn't donate that money. Kenya did. Work, Diana. Those heifers are so worried about the victims. They should donate Crystal. Give them your 95,000. Richie, we're not doing this tonight, Richie. Well, all right. DGF 627 says she is DPS. She is Detroit Public Schools. Well, thank you for your service because being a teacher is not easy. Okay. So y'all, we haven't even started, y'all. This episode was too good. We haven't even started the episode. Um, we got the dress. What is this? Oh, okay. This is real quick. I saw this online. Y'all, that's Vanderpump in the 70s. Vanderpump was that girl in the 70s. Now she didn't have that booty like she does in present day, so that remains to be seen where that came from. She didn't have the dunk. She didn't have the donkey booty back then, but she was definitely very pretty. They say she was on some British show in the late 70s. So, and I think and she was also on a show called Silk Stockings in the 80s and early 90s. Lisa Vanderpump was that girl. Period. Dot. Oh. Okay. Now, this is a question for you guys. I was literally about to go on air when I saw my boy was on air. So I did not do it. But I got all of the DMs from this fool who's cheating on his wife with Vanderpump Rules girls. If you guys want, I could do a separate show and expose all the DMs that the wife took of him. Um, Let me just say this much. We were saying that Erica Jane was, trashy and Erica never had a shot. Well, I'm here to tell y'all, Erica had a shot. Uh, and let me show you why. This is the one that I could show. There's another one that I didn't bleep out all the stuff, so I can't show you. This is one of the girls he was cheating with. If Oliver was cheating with this, then this had a shot. And I'll just leave that at that. I will just leave it at that. If Oliver was willing to cheat with that, then Erica had a shot. I'm gonna try not to be so shady on this one. Yes, please. I hate to see it, but they would love to hear what you have to say about it. Her booty probably got bigger after she had a daughter. Possibly. I used to watch Silk Stockings. Oh, Oliver. I mean, he'll just do it with anybody that look like Diana. Don't sue me, Diana. I'm a small dark content. Wait, what did you say? I'm a small black content creator. Don't sue me. Okay. Y'all, it's been a long day. It's been a super long day. Um, okay. Okay. So we got three hags together getting coffee. Okay, Kyle, Rena and Erica are talking basically all about how much Sudden changes when she is in a group setting. Have they ever thought that maybe Sudden isn't the one that changed and maybe they are the one that changed when they're in a group setting to keep up appearances because Sudden is on the outs? Has anybody ever thought about that? I really do think that not keep drinking. uh I think that they don't care about anybody else but their little circle. And so they sit around talking about Sudden and giving themselves a pat on the back and passes for their behavior. Oh, I'm grieving. Oh, I'm going through this with the court case. Oh, Kyle's over there like, oh, the Reach probably got my husband in places that I don't have him. But, oh, that's why I act like this. No, that I swear I've only had one drink. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Somebody told me I was mean the other day. I swear this is just after one drink. These hags literally sat around and talked about Sudden and her behavior. But to me, Sudden is just a little socially awkward, but they are actually mean. They yell at people, they scream at people, they curse people out. But Sudden is the problem. Um, Kathy. I have a problem personally with Kyle Richards putting Kathy Hilton in a bunk bed. Kathy Hilton is the laugh track of this entire franchise, and I know why. She's down to earth in a way only Kathy Hilton could be. Down to earth for her means I'm gonna sleep in a bunk bed. What she did not agree on was not having closet space. Now, Kathy Hilton spent 9 years living in this hotel. Her family owned it. It's called the Waldorf Astoria. It was like the crown jewel in New York forever. They're redoing it. Kathy Hilton is accustomed to things like y'all. I can't say what we call it in my community, but there is a game where you go and you knock on doors and then you run. We have a certain name for it. Do not put it in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. She used to do that in the Waldorf Astoria with Michael Jackson. She's accustomed to a lifestyle that very few understand. Diana purports to be from that lifestyle now, where you have people go and they make you comfortable beforehand. Kathy has reached a level where she wants what she wants and she wants it right now, but she's not like Diana. It's very weird. This woman who's been high society for so long, who wants what she doesn't mind a bunk bed, but she needs some. She needs enough closet space and she needs hangers. Give her hangers. And she never should have been in that bunk bed for the likes of Lisa Rinna and Erica Jane. But okay, moving on. In the middle of the night, we find out that Doreen went to go stay with Diana. So she's, I guess, anybody rich with a bed she could jump in works. Doreen was not scared in Kyle's $10 million home in Aspen. What? She This woman is like the lowest common denominator. She's what you think about when you think about fake people in LA who are just trying to have a connection to whomever is rich, whoever is in movies, whoever has name value. She really likes Mauricio, but he's worth $100 million. She really likes Diana. She's worth $400 million. Everything that Jamie Lee Curtis pulled out of her sock was chic. She jumped on homeless and toothless charity because it was connected to Sharon Stone. She bought a house that she couldn't afford because J Lo used to live in it. Dorit is what's wrong with haughty LA people who have nothing but status on their mind and in their heart. Um, Dorit has low self esteem. You said it, not me. We got to move on. um, Erica is snowmobiling with the people who she can't stand. Now that was pretty funny. That was one of the most awkward van rides I have ever seen in my life. We don't really need to go into do we have so much to talk about. We can't like the little small stuff that they threw at us, nobody cares about that. We got to get to the Reed Mauricio. We got to get to Erica Jane showing her true colors. This episode was too much. I know y'all as hyped as I am. Okay. Um. Let's get to it. In walks the Grouch. They're all meeting up to go skiing or whatever. Blah 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 blah. Nobody cares that Diana enters the scene. Everybody cares about this scene though. This is Mauricio looking at Dorit when they meet up. This is what, if you just getting here, this episode is really Dorit and Mauricio's coming out party. An absolute affair to remember. Anytime that a husband greets a wife by saying, "Hi, honey," and gives her a hug, and then looks at her friend, and her friend says this,
Hi, honey.
How are you?
there is something more to that. Now, I'm not saying they're cheating, but this is more than a mild flirtation in my eyes. I don't like it. Kyle definitely doesn't like it. But we'll get to their, footsies that they were playing at the table at dinner. But basically, they go skiing. Nobody cares about this. All I do care about is Kyle is basically a third wheel at this point in her own relationship to Dorit. You better watch out, because pretty soon Dorit will be dyeing her hair brown just like Teddy, just to look like Kyle. Just saying. If y'all notice this, Kyle is always talking about the past and her relationship with Mauricio. You never hear Mauricio just saying, "Oh, remember when we used to do this, or remember when we used to do that." It's always Kyle. It feels like Kyle is running after this man. And Kyle is the one that put him on. Mauricio had no money before Kyle got him on with Rick's real estate company. And then Mauricio went behind Rick's back, started the company, and took the clients with him. And that's why Mauricio is worth $100 million now, in addition to that house I told you about. Anyway, moving on. I just want to show y'all this again. What you looking at, Mauricio? That's not her face.
Hi, honey.
How are you?
Okay, I'm sorry. But that was the biggest part of this episode to me. Now we have a table scene. Basically, Erica can be cordial with all of these women who she really doesn't like, minus Sheree. Sheree really serves no purpose here. I think that they thought bringing her on would give Garcelle more of a group, but in all honesty, Sheree really doesn't add much to it. In fact, she's the opposite. When Erica was at that table giving you all these reasons and all this stuff about why she called Sudden to see you next Tuesday, Sheree was like saying, "Yeah, That is reaffirming what this woman is saying. You are not helping the situation. Your people are Sudden and Garcelle. Stick with them. You don't need to reaffirm what Erica's saying. Erica called that woman a see you next Tuesday because that's how she actually felt. And the non-apology that she gave was BS at that table. Like, but I don't like Erica. I like when people can sit there and you don't have to be fake. I'm glad that Sudden said she wasn't apologizing again, but all that stuff that Erica said to Sudden, "Oh, I like you," and then Sudden said it back to her. She don't like you. Not only does she not like you, but last season she told you that she liked you going up on some boat that they were going on, and you believed her. And she came back and said she lied. So it's really no point. You don't have to lie to be down, basically. You could film a scene with her and be personable enough and not lie. You don't like her. You think that woman is beneath you. And Erica doesn't like you because even though you have money, you're not her type of girl. She doesn't think that you're fabulous and glamorous like her vision of what a rich woman should be. Fake. Um, we move on because I told you the meat and potatoes is just too good. Sutton is a video vixen. Sutton has put on her best Lisa Rinna outfit in leopard with a plunging neckline and said, "I'm going to show these girls what $40 million looks like." And I'll say Sutton did look nice, but the minute she sat down, Kathy Hilton deflated her balloon. The minute she sat down, Kathy Hilton said her titties look like a kid's titties. Poor Sutton. This is the one time she got, she tousled her hair, gave us video vixen, and her balloon was deflated like that. Wonk wonk. Um, and then Kathy tried to clean it up by saying that Paris and Nikki also have itty bitty titties. Um, it didn't help. The damage was done, Kathy. The damage was done. Um, blah blah. Garcelle goes over to Crystal's room and they have a little talk again about these earrings. Like, I tell y'all, I'm a straight shooter. Garcelle is producing the show. She don't like Crystal. She went to that room to go talk to Crystal about them earrings because the producers told her she needed to. Because Crystal, A, has no storyline and has not. No, she didn't say that. Oh, Richie, I don't even know what's about to happen. um. Anyway, Garcelle goes to the room. They talk about these earrings again. I can't say enough. I absolutely agree with Garcelle. Get back the earrings. When we get into why Erica believes that the earrings were rightfully hers, it makes her look even worse. Get back the earrings. And I'm glad that we get to see Crystal affirming something. She has a clear point of view and she's speaking it. I'm here for it. I just hope that she can continue that type of, I wouldn't call it the approach aggressive, but it's assertive. It's, I have a point of view and you're going to know what it was. So, I really do wish that Garcelle Sutton and Crystal could have worked it out because then Crystal's job could have been saved and they actually could have been a pretty decent trio like Mauricio, Kyle, and Dorit. Uh, we had, okay. Okay, so they go on to dinner, and we got to hear from Erica that Tom took her to this place. And I'm starting to see the pattern. I'm glad that Garcelle calls it out. The pattern is a tone deaf Erica consistently talks about the things she had. No, it was cute and all when we thought that Erica had money to talk about the mansions, the private jets, the Cartier ring that she was wearing. But now that we know where the money came from, it's dirty. It's like one of those hour motels that maybe you've been to once or twice, but you don't want people to know because it's paid by the hour and you only spend an hour there, if you catch my drift. That's how dirty Erica is. It and everybody who isn't saying anything to this woman is driving me crazy. The fact that we went a whole season before her team finally said something to her is absolutely crazy. Um, it's really bad. I don't ever want to think about her spending this victim's money on some clutch that she said or Givenchy or whatever. It's really as low brow as they come. Um, I think Erica should just go back to Shakers at this point. Let's see. Where are we? Okay. So I think Garcelle is actually a little bit nervous because on the real, they talked about these earrings. I don't think she's nervous about Erica. I think that she is nervous about approaching the subject at dinner. Um, just because I don't think she wants the smoke with Erica. I don't think that she cares enough about Erica. I just think, okay, I think she's thinking in her head, we got to talk about it. The producers that made me talk about it multiple times. Let me just dive right in. I don't think this was necessarily the right time or the right place. Erica's starting to get agitated. You can start to see the cracks in the glass with Erica. Um, Kathy also, before we get into this, Kathy says that she has a stash of clothes in the Waldorf that's probably still there and they haven't demolished it. And Erica volunteers to go help her look through it. Don't let that woman in your stuff. Don't ever let Erica around your purse, your credit card, your man, your wallet, your house, your backyard, your dogs. She might steal your dogs. I don't know. I don't trust Erica. Kathy Hilton, keep that woman as far away from you as possible because Kathy probably has $10,000 lying around in each one of her night dresses. She um okay. Erica then her tone deaf conversation. She wants to talk about all these things that were bought with victim money. And I think that this is also why Garcelle decided just to say what was on her mind because it's annoying. I'm over here trying to tiptoe around you because I have this on my head and you over here talking about all these people's money that you spent. Like it's pretty bad, y'all. It's pretty bad. Um Again, I'm really glad that Garcelle said that. Even if she said it to camera, it's exactly what I was thinking and it's what I've been saying. Erica is completely tone deaf. Maybe you get a drink in her, and the first thing she's going to talk about is what she had, even though what she had was ill-gotten. Um, when they initially broached the topic of her giving back the earrings, she's starting to get agitated, but Erica pulls it back together and basically just says that she wants the law to handle it. She'll give them back if the law tells her to, or if the courts tell her to. But if not, she's going to keep them. And I thought that that's where this conversation was going to die down. Um, but then Garcelle, she pushes her a little bit, and you can see Erica is not having it. I'm like, it's the wrong road, Garcelle. It's the wrong road. And then you got Mauricio and Dorit having a full-on love connection right under Kyle's nose. uh, I can't. I can't. I
Hi, honey.
How are you?
Hi, honey.
How are you?
I can't get enough of this. Can y'all tell me if it's just me? Tell me if you can see the love in their eyes. I can see it. True love. I mean, I no. Okay. Well, then, Shan, look at them and then listen to how she greeted him.
Hi, honey.
How are you?
Are you still feeling like it's not a love connection? Because that's the exact same thing that his wife said. Levon says love. Mauricio and Dorit probably, why did I put this on the screen? Oh no! Demonetized. Sebastian, you are not right. um, he's a step above PK. Oh, wait, you want to know what was going on with Danielle Stubb? My no, what was to Danielle Stubb? Oh, okay. This is my commercial for this is my super chat commercial, Shane.
Big moves. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
Okay, we got to move on. We got to move on. But this was a big moment for me. This was a big moment. um, where are we at? Kathy comes, happy, Prue. Okay, we finished with the dinner. We finished with the dinner, and it's time. Oh, wait, this was cutesy. I'm sorry. We got Kathy in her purse. Kathy is such a rich woman. Diana, Kyle, all of these women have those $10,000 to $100,000 Birkins. Kathy is so rich, she does not need to carry that around. You know, Kathy Hilton is rich. She doesn't drive a Rolls Royce, she drives a Range Rover. Kathy Hilton does not need to be showy with her wealth, but you're going to see the real Kathy Hilton come out in a minute, and I can actually appreciate it. Like, honest to God. Oh, wait, I got a super chat. Y'all know what that means. We got to do a commercial. Thank you so much, Shelbs. I appreciate it.
Big moves. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
Okay. So, guys, Kathy Hilton is the laugh track. They were laughing at her, but the joke is she's richer than all of them and doesn't need, she does not need to show off a purse. We're moving on to the bread and butter of this entire episode, and I'm here for it. They all go back to the Aspen house. They get undressed, and we find out that Rinna has been doing edibles through the whole trip. She gives a little bit to Cherie. Hopefully that makes her more interesting. But Kathy has decided to finally promote her brand. She was very specific in saying that her and her girls are back in this type of tequila. And we see that Rinna is really unconcerned, which was crazy to me because we've had to go through Rinna Beauty a ton of times. Like, we have seen Rinna Beauty and her nasty, crusty lips so many times. If Kathy just wants to promote her stuff twice, then what's the big deal? Now, we can say Kathy is crazy all we want, but Kathy is crazy like a fox. Kathy knew good and well why she did this show. She's promoting her brand. So for them, who she supports all of their stuff, to roll their eyes and nobody even wanted to taste it, that's probably, we solved the mystery of why Kathy Hilton was so upset. And I understand. I would be the same way. If I'm supporting you and you can't support me not one time, that's a problem. That's a real problem. Oh, you said you haven't watched the episode yet? Haven't watched the episode yet. Crystal didn't confront Erica about the earrings because it. Oh no, she did. We're coming up to it right now. It was a Garcelle, Crystal, and Erica Jane show off. Show out, sorry. Blah blah blah. Okay, so we're coming to it, y'all. We got Garcelle, Dorit, Diana talking about Erica, and then they decide that they bring her over and they're going to talk about it with her, and it's all still about the earrings. Crystal's point is the same thing I told you earlier. She should be trying to make the victims whole. I'm definitely team Garcelle and Crystal on this one. Dorit purposefully doesn't say anything because that's just what they do. They don't really they're not real friends, because real friends could talk to you openly. They talk to each other behind the scenes about what things look like, as opposed to why are you like that? I couldn't have a friend that had no compassion. I'm sorry. So they call Erica over and they basically start asking her about the earrings again. Diana, which is what I told you at the start of this show, Diana hears all of that's going on about the earrings and basically says that the rest of the girls should go ahead and donate their Birkins and their money to the charity and put their money where the mouth is. Hence her donating $100,000 yesterday to the Lion Air victims. Like I told you before, that's performative. That's not the way charity works. If she wanted to give, they were victims 6 months ago. She could have gave then. She wanted to give at a date that coincided when this episode was going to air to make herself look good. And that's trashy. The basic argument coming from Erica at this point is we don't know if the victims are really victims. If her husband stole, it wasn't her. She is not going to give back anything that the courts don't make because she is the actual injured party in this. Erica Jane believes that she is a victim, y'all. A victim who spent $20 million on herself on a career that never was in singing. You know what? I just thought about it. Tom knew eventually this would all come crashing down. What he hoped for was he could build, and he probably thought he probably may not be around that long anyway. What he could hope for was he could set Erica up with her own career that even if he went down, once he divorced her, all of her money would be her money, or maybe even their money, and she would already be a brand that could generate more revenue. What he didn't realize was that she was only moderately talented, and she doesn't look the same if she can't afford to keep up the fillers. I solved the mystery, y'all. I literally just solved the mystery. Oh yeah, do what Shan says. Like the video. Definitely like the video. So Erica's whole point is she does not give a F about the victims. And when her friends, who again don't really care about her, they care about the way things look, try to quiet her down, she gets on them. Erica absolutely turns on them because at this point, she's in defense mode. Kyle is trying to tell her, I cannot defend you if you say these things. What Kyle should have said was, I cannot be your friend if you feel this way. If you have no compassion for victims, I can't be your friend. That's not what she said. And that's why they call Kyle fake all over LA. That's why every one of her taglines says she's the real thing in LA. But Kathy then told us that's not how she actually acts. Kim then told us that's not how she actually acts. Kyle is as fake as they come. So she's yelling at Erica, cursing Erica, and Kathy just sits on the couch and tells her, shut up, stop cursing. And she stops cursing. Y'all, we need Kathy Hilton on this show because every time there's a moment where we're just like, it's tense or it's whatever, Kathy provides the humor. She literally shut her down. And Kyle was pissed because she was like, I'm going to have to reshoot this scene. Erica at this point does not give a F. She does not give a F about anybody in this room. She does not give a F about any of the victims. She's absolutely tone deaf to everything that has gone on in her life with the court case. And she really wants people to believe the things that she says, not the things that are going on. And that's just not the way it works. We get to Rinna trying to get her out of the scene. And she thinks she's talking to Dorit quietly, but the producers are picking up on what they're saying. They're saying, I know I tried, she nearly, and we need to get her out now. Whatever we can do, we need to get her out of here. Meaning they can't defend her in the press anymore. And if Rinna is saying, Rinna, who then said stuff about Munchenhausen, who has said that somebody was near death, is saying that Erica is going too far, then you know Erica is going too far. The rest of the girls are dumbfounded. They don't know what to do with this. I'm over here cutting cartwheels because this woman has shown us who she actually is. She is an evil old shrew who only cares about herself and who does not have a discernible talent to make any money. So after this show, she's going to have to rely on those nappy, bleached out hair extensions, and nobody's buying that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop the link now with one rule. If you guys were here Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. We have to be respectful of everybody. Hard stop. If you are disrespectful of another panel member, I'm gonna have to drop you because that live went off the rails. Let me apologize. I had to delete my last live because that was not a representation of who I am. So please be as shady as you want. I don't mind that, but we can't do all that. We're here for fun, and let's just keep it fun and light and shade the hell out of these people because that's what we're here for. Ugh. I got to do this one more time, y'all. I literally got to do this one more time. If you are just getting here, we have discovered the newest love connection. Um, for and it is Mauricio and Dorit. I don't know what they're gonna do with Kyle. Somebody just needs to, get her out of the way. But I'm gonna play for you Dorit greeting her man.
Hi, honey.
How are you?
What's up, Lisa? What's up, Corey?
Hi, darling.
Hey, what's up?
How you
Y'all.
doing?
First thing, what was the biggest
Hey,
deal to you?
Chloe.
Hey, Lily.
Mauricio and Dorit, Erica against Garcelle and Crystal, or Kathy just being hilarious?
Never Kathy.
Ah!
Yeah,
Um,
good captain going with
Mauricio
that
and
liquor.
Dorit. Mo
Okay,
and Mo and Doe.
okay.
Can I
Tell me
say
why.
something? Can I say something? This is how I would do feel because I was looking at it, and like I said, me and my girlfriend, had talked about a while ago, and then we was talking about this. Now I said, she's like, "Girl, you watch Beverly?" I said, "Yeah, we watched Beverly Hills." And I said, "Well, and I knew this scene was coming up, and we was talking about, it, and I was telling her, and I didn't know exactly what Elle was gonna say, but this, and I was telling her, I said, "Y'all forgot." This man left her, and he really did say this. I would he think in his mind he probably thought, well, probably wanted her to get the career started, but also he was left. He left
Wait,
her hanging the
Lisa.
bag.
Who?
Listen, he
Lisa?
left her
Who?
hanging the bag.
Lisa?
He
Who?
really felt like
Lisa? Hold
saying,
on, Lisa. Who are you talking about? Are you talking about Mauricio and Dorit?
"No, I ain't talking about them. I ain't nobody worrying about them two girls. Let them two go being on. I'm talking about Elk and her husband." And
Oh,
I believe Tom left her, just left her hanging the bag. He was like, F you, you on your own. I'm finna go play dementia. So I ain't can't go no jail time over here. I'm finna fake this dementia. I'm finna go play this so you ain't gonna do no jail time. And let me also, and I'm just
Banner Mims.
this is my thing of this. I believe right now she in survival mood because all these lawsuits came at her at once. All of them came at her at once. Now, like she said, she didn't have, and I really do believe. I really do believe right now. I really do believe in my heart. Like when she started crying through the week next week, and I really believe she feels some kind of way. But right now, she can't worry about those victims. She can't worry about these lawsuits coming to her. You know what I'm saying? You got $1 million lawsuits coming to
so
take
you're
you.
in Lisa. So you are in defense of Erica. You feel as though she's in survival mode
Yeah,
because
because
Tom
you,
left
I'm
her.
for real. Everything
Mhm.
they put everything on hold, and like she said, everything is in the legal side. And I don't blame her, baby. If the judge tell me I ain't got to get them $1.3 million diamond rings up, I ain't finna give them up, baby. They was a gift, baby doll. Okay, number one, she worked too hard in that bed when get them diamond rings. Okay, she had to slob on that knob.
Oh Lord.
She had to do the fake orgasm with that old
How
man.
come every time you come on my channel, you get real sexual, Lisa? Is
I
there
ain't just
something I need to know?
I'm
Are
for
you over there
real.
blushing? Okay,
I
Oh,
only did it. I just did it on the lean too.
you're on lean.
On
what?
the lean. On the lean. The show over there with Cortez now. I just did it over there too.
Oh, oh my
Yeah.
God. Okay, Lisa, you do know that lean is also drink, right? Like lean is also like an illegal substance. So when you
Not
said
the
that, I was
lean.
I know that. Okay, sorry. Where you at, Corey? Where
How can I follow that?
you said okay? So you were saying you did not. You want to talk about Mauricio and Dorit.
Yes, I watched the whole episode and I did not just catch them two having their own little personal date.
You
I
didn't
was
see it?
No, I didn't it didn't dawn on me,
Me
but
neither.
I was like until I mean you superimposed, you did the little heart thing around them. And I was like, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, he was looking at her flat behind when she came up in her borrowed Fendi stuff. Mhm.
Oh, I have that
Yep.
picture too.
Mm-hmm. They on a date right now. They on a date right now. Right underneath Kyle's stupid nose. So stupid. Look at him. He's leering at her flat behind. And why has he got to
Child.
come on the date? Why does he have to come on the trip? He could
That
go
is
to
weird. That
Aspen anytime. Anytime.
I've never seen a husband actually do a trip and do all of the things with the women. That was a little weird.
Hold on for me. Don't nobody want to return and turn no darn shakers. Every time she need to return to shakers. You go
I
to the
said
sex
it.
club.
She's
I'm
going
not
back to
listening to
Shakers, Lisa.
come and say
She
that she
going
need to go
back.
back to the shakers. Ain't nobody finna
She
go to
going
the
back.
shakers. Like what she had to go back to the shakers up, and she got the $1.3 million earrings, baby doll,
She's
and
not
she was
selling
supposed
them
to,
Them
she was
earrings not gonna be hers, Lisa. I'm sorry,
yeah, I know.
baby. I'm
He
I know
paid.
sorry.
the judge made her give it up. The judge made her get those earrings up.
And
The judge did
everything
tell
else she categorized and itemized on the show tonight. All that's gone.
Just
She's so
sometimes
stupid.
all that stuff right there gone, but she did
She's
win the
stupid.
lawsuit where she didn't have to pay the $5 million, and I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Because all this stuff will happen. Like she said, she didn't work at the law firm. She didn't know no. Like I said, and I be telling people all the time. She knew where the money was coming from. She thought it was coming from the law firm. She did not know it was coming from the victims. She did
She's
not
not that
know it
dumb,
because
Lisa.
Tommy was
Okay,
lying.
so Lisa, let me ask you this because I'm fair around here, and I've also heard other people say that, right? So let's take Erica out of the picture, all right? Because Erica's somebody you like. Think about it in the sense of who's that guy? They made that show about him called Narco, um, like a
Pablo
major
Escobar.
Pablo Escobar. So Pablo Escobar had a wife who was very well taken care of, and he kept her away from all of the stuff that he did. When his empire came crashing down, are you saying that she should be able to keep the money? Because
Yeah,
he,
she
you
be
know,
able to keep
he,
something. Don't take everything. Let's take
why?
some other stuff because, like I said, like you said, she didn't know what was going on. She thought he was at a company, and if he told her he had a certain company, and this company was providing out money for her for them to live off of, that's where she
Okay,
thought the money was coming from.
let me
That's
give
how
you
I
another
feel about it.
example.
That's how I feel
Hear
about it.
me,
You know what I'm saying?
hear
That's
me
why
out
I
here.
always tell, excuse me, hold on.
Lisa,
That's why
hold
I
on
always
one
let
second.
people.
Lisa, hold on one second. Do you know who Bernie Madoff is? Have you heard of him?
Yeah.
Okay, so Bernie Madoff was
Mm-hmm.
a billionaire. He made his money off the backs of stealing money from other people. So it was a pyramid scheme. After he got money from these people, he paid off his creditors with their money. Then, when they came for their money, he paid off them with other people's money. There was not
Hmm.
really any money, right? His wife was living a billionaire life. After that, she had nothing. So now they have her in an apartment and she has $2,000 a month to spend. Erica Jane is no different. You were married to a crook. There is no actual money. So I was infuriated when she said the victims will get theirs. There is no money for the victims.
Hmm.
Tom's assets are liquidated. That house that they initially valued at $16 million, they can't even sell it for 7 or 8. So everything that she's saying is not true. If they don't get the money from Erica, Tom is now incompetent. They can't even sue him. So you would rather Erica look good for this show than to make sure that a burn victim who needs round the clock care for the rest of his life has
Mm-hmm.
care. Do you know what
No,
I mean?
that's
Does
what
that?
okay, that's what I'm not saying.
And
Listen,
I
this is what I'm saying right here. I said she in survival mode.
I don't care how she
She
survives.
got a lot of
She can
money.
go work at Sonic.
Why she gotta go work somewhere? She did
She
not
can't
know.
have
She
the
did not
money.
know. She did
They
not
need to
know.
take.
She did
They
not
need
know
to
that he
strip.
was
It doesn't
doing
matter if
this.
she didn't know.
I
Okay,
get
I
what you're
think we've
saying,
reached the
Lee.
All
I
right.
get what
impasse.
you're saying.
Okay,
I
can
get
I
what
say something
uh,
before?
Hold on
Hi,
one
Kai.
second.
How you doing, babe?
Oh, go ahead, Corey.
Just
I
I'm
know
gonna
we're
say
all
this real
passionate.
quick.
Hmm.
My mother married someone in the life. She knew exactly what he was doing,
Your
how
mom
she
like
was doing.
roughnecks?
It's, in those days, that's all black people could. No, she didn't. She wanted a house,
Okay.
and a woman couldn't own a house then. A
Uh-huh.
woman couldn't even have a credit card by
My
themselves.
mom like roughnecks.
So the only way she knew she could get a house was to marry a hustler. Okay, so he just wasn't no penny ante hustler. He knew the big people. She knew what he was doing, but she would counteract that by saying, "If you do this, I'm going to the desk sergeant right now, and I'm going to tell him what you're doing. I'm turning you in if you don't do such and such. Get this out of my house." So what I'm saying to Lisa is, she knew exactly what was going on. She was not blind. She was not stupid. She knew exactly where that money came from. Why? Because he put it in her LLC. And she is responsible for every last dime that goes into that LLC, regardless of how it got to her. So
But
she
no,
is on the hook.
that's true. That's
No,
true
she is
because the
not.
money.
You
uh,
cannot
I think it's
prove.
my turn to talk.
Yeah, definitely,
Okay,
Kai.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead,
I'm
jump
sorry.
in.
My fault. My fault.
No problem. No, I know we all like to hustle and jump in, so I gotta make sure I can get my in. Um, no, me and Lisa gonna have to tussle because the idea that Erica's in survivor mode when Erica came on last season and she's the one who started this ball about Tom having dementia. And
Mm-hmm.
now all the like she's the one who set herself up for this trap. I always knew it. I'm like, if he's the one doing all this, why are you like making up his excuse? Because that's the reason why he's now out of it and
Mm-hmm.
in conservatorship. Because you were all running around here saying he was losing his mind, he couldn't remember things, he was so angry, he had to repeat himself multiple times. Erica was saying all of that. So you don't get to use that now about and Erica was the one who left Tom. Tom
Mm-hmm.
did not leave Erica. And Erica did not leave with anything because I'm running through lawsuits. I like message Mims on Instagram like, oh, I've been reading for today.
Oh.
Apparently, the person who's paying the legal fees for Erica is Tom's friend of 20 years.
Uh-oh.
And a month before Erica left Tom for divorce, he transferred her $150,000, and he's been paying her legal fees since. He's paid $750,000, and he's made a press release saying it is him. He is the couple's friend, and has an account set up with Erica in Florida.
How's
But
she
she's not
paying him?
trapping and in survivor's mode when she has a family friend from Tom helping her.
Mm-hmm.
For
What's wrong with
two,
that?
Richie, can you let me speak?
Hold
Oh,
on,
what's
we
wrong
got.
with
Hold
it?
on, we gotta be respectful of it.
Everybody be
What's
See,
wrong
no,
with
respectful.
that
finish,
is you
Kai.
can't say you're in survivor's mode and you're working hard for everything when you have a family friend helping you out. You're telling a different story than what's actually happening. You're telling people, I will give up anything. I will give up anything if the judge says so. Okay, it's been proven that the earrings were literally written from a check directly from the client's account. Not he took too much money from the client's account, put it in his account, and paid it. The check was literally from the client's account, paid for these earrings. The judge has now ordered you. She was fighting. The judge had to finally order for her to give them up, and she's appealing for them. But yet you're on TV saying if the judge tells you to give them up, you'll give them up, no problem. So why are you appealing them if the judge told you to give them up and it's been proven that they were bought by stolen money? And then you're like, do you not know how disgusting it is for her to be on TV acting like there are no victims? There are no victims, even though your husband has been disbarred because now it's been proven that this has happened. Yet you're on TV talking about what victims. It's been proven, honey. It's been proven for at least 20 years. There are lawsuits from 1990 about him winning $118 million and only giving the people $81,000 over 2 years. So yes, I have a problem when you're on TV, wanting to be like, I'm tough, I'm strong, there are no victims, and yet you are upset and hurt because people are looking at you crazy.
Okay.
You can't have it both ways. And then Dirty Diana is up here with her charity that she made in 5 minutes because it's from a website that literally says make a charity in 5 minutes or less.
Uh-oh.
And then those clients have already been paid. Those clients have already been paid. So what are you doing? Because the Illinois lawyers took out an insurance policy and gave the $2 million to the Indonesian clients already. So what are you raising money for? Raise money for the burn victim. Raise money for the cancer patients. Because the Indonesian patients have been, I'm sorry, the Indonesian victims have already been taken care of. But because this is petty, you didn't look into it. And this is a charity of her own. She didn't talk to Jay Edelson. What can I do to help? This is something insular where she's saying she will give money. She didn't say she put it in there yet, and everyone else can put money in. Well, why doesn't your friend just give up the earrings and stop fighting for things? Those are my initial thoughts right now.
And
Okay.
you
Oh,
right.
Richie,
And
Richie, go ahead. Hold on one second. We got to let Richie respond.
okay.
I
Go
mean,
ahead,
as far
Richie.
as the thing where she's saying like you have to prove that they're victims. I don't think she's saying like there aren't any burn victims. Are they victims of her and Tom's? Or is she trying basically if she gives those earrings back, that would be admitting guilt. And she's not going to ever do that. Maybe when this was filmed, she didn't have to give them back, but I think now they said that she has to give them back, but she's not ever going to admit guilt or say, well, I'm going to give the victims anything, because that would be admitting that they did something. Yes, I do think they were in cahoots to a certain point, but if your husband is the best lawyer in the country, as everyone said, like, why would you question where his money came from? And like they said before, if a doctor patient died, should the wife be held liable? No. I just think this is preposterous that y'all are putting so much on Erica. He
Well,
did that,
Richie, did
not
you hear
her.
my Richie?
He spit.
Did you hear my comparison to Bernie
Yeah, to
Madoff's wife?
Escobar. Well,
No, to Bernie Madoff's wife, because
yes.
it's the exact same thing. Why would anybody
Exactly.
ever question that
Is
a
it the
billion?
same thing? Because
Hold on,
Yeah.
the thing is,
hold on
did
one
she
second.
know? That's the thing.
Yes.
No, I don't know. I do not think that Bernie Madoff's wife knew. I think that Bernie, he was a philanderer. But he was a billionaire,
Right.
and she lived a certain lifestyle. He was a respected businessman, but at the end of the day, everything that she owned went back, and they put her on a $2,000 a month stipend and in a tiny apartment in New Jersey, and that's it for the rest of her life till she dies.
She's
I
in
don't think
Florida
that.
now.
I think
I thought it
Tom
was
was a little bit smarter
No.
with his
that's
crime.
Florida.
I think
Mm-hmm.
that they
No,
hid their
Palm
money
Beach.
away better. I do think Erica
sorry.
has money. I think he was smarter in terms of like they could be
Th-
funneling the money
Then
through
Bernie
his fin.
Madoff, the billionaire.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the HBO thing that they had on HBO about how it all went down and how at the last minute he tried to transfer money to his children and whatnot. But with Tom, they could be funneled. Who would pay $1 million a month or however much she's paying for Erica to pay his legal fees just for the culture? That's probably their money that they funneled through him, just like Erica was, washing money through her. The guy Mikey paying him
Uh-huh.
$300,000 for makeup and stuff like that. I think it's a little bit. I think they were a lot more. Well, I don't think I know because nobody's in jail. They were a lot more, stealth wise, like better with their stuff.
Well,
I
they
would
You
were
think.
can't
Hold on,
prove
stealth-wise.
the last
hold
statement
on.
is
Let her
y'all
finish.
can't
Yeah.
prove Erica did anything. So it really doesn't matter what you guys think. You can't
I
prove
can prove
anything.
she tried to open her legs to Oliver.
Yeah, she did. She did open her leg.
Well, it's not about if she knew. The whole point, I think she knew, but I'm removing that. She knows now. What is happening now is that she goes on TV, she goes on the internet, acting like there are no victims. What happens now? She makes herself look more guilty. If I was the wife, I didn't know anything. Let's say you don't want to do anything because it's not in the law. The judge and the people will show you how it was bought. It was bought with fraudulent money. Why are you fighting giving it up? Because you want to hold on to this life so bad no matter what, which makes me feel like it, if you it makes me feel like you would know because you don't care enough. And the fact is, it's not like, yes, he was smart, but also the point of the matter is he had everyone in his pocket, from the governor to judges to the California State Bar. People were reporting him to the California State Bar, and they were not putting it on their website for clients to be able to see.
Kai, let me ask you this.
Yes.
So if Erica, I'm gonna contradict myself. If Erica planned better, she would give these earrings up and stop reminiscing about an old life she had. That to me further supports that she didn't know, because she's trying to cling on to these little pair of earrings or whatever, this last $1 million, because maybe she isn't prepared for it. Like, I thought she was,
Okay. I guess to me, though, she was prepared enough to have a house, to have movers, and to drop Tom off apparently to work and move into a whole new home, and then divorce him, and no one knew a thing. So she was just completely oblivious and just had all this set up. And then a friend of Tom's and Erica comes out saying he's the one paying her legal fees and has been giving her money before he even left for the divorce.
I don't think that was planning. I think, I'm just my opinion, Richie. I would think that would be more I have some dirt on you. I can take you down. You're going to help support me while I'm down, or I'm going to bring you down with me. More so than we funneled money. Although there are rumors.
Wait, man, I think that's why the girls are scared of Erica. I mean, she's already on one lawsuit with Kyle, right? With the Playboy Mansion. I think she has dirt on all of them.
I don't know.
How scared they were last season to say anything, and they had Sutton. They put Sutton up to everything.
Yeah, that's on time, but that's what I'm talking about. All this stuff. I mean, like last season, I can definitely say I was not in Erica's corner at all. Especially when she talking about the cars being flipped. I'm like, it's some lies somewhere. And I don't know what I just don't believe. And I said this last season. Do I believe
you loved Erica?
When you have a millionaire husband, that's what I'm talking about. You have a millionaire husband who put money in an account for you. You already know in your heart where the money coming from. It came from the law firm that he works for. He was the top dog law firm, so she knew where the money's coming from. It came from the law firm. She did not know nothing about these victims. She didn't know. She
Exactly.
thought he was making money. Listen, just listen.
Would
Now.
love to take what y'all taking.
She knew where the money was coming. It come from the law firm. She thought he was paying his victims. These victims was getting money and everything. She thought when they had settlements going on, he thought he paid his settlement. Then he got his money, and she said, "Well, my husband got money. He put the money in account for her business or her singing career, whatever they were doing. They sing that singing career she had. He put money in the account for
All right,
that."
Lisa.
So, but hold on. He
ST.
put the money in the account for her. She already knew where the money was coming from. It came from him being a lawyer. She did
Okay,
not know he
Lisa.
was not having no victims. She knew
Lisa,
it wasn't
but
no
she
being
was
victims at the
also
time. And like I
she was
said,
also
hmm,
she was also signing documents stating that they owed money to creditors because the law firm was in trouble and that they would not pay themselves first. They would pay the creditors first because they were behind on payments on the legal services that were helping them do these lawsuits. So at a point in time, she knew that they were in legal trouble because she was signing away property.
well, Teresa did the same dumb thing. Teresa said same dumb thing. She said Joe had her signing papers. She
And
didn't know
Teresa paid the
nothing. And she
consequences.
didn't know nothing about those. She didn't know she was doing. Did not Teresa have said that a million times? And she said before. She said you got to watch out what papers that you are signing when it comes to your husband, anybody else. She said she
hmm
found that out. So I'm gonna tell you something. You can, and I'm for real. I'm for real. You be married to a man for a certain amount of years, and he asks you. He said, "Babe, come sign your insurance papers, or come sign this loan papers right here. I need you because we married, and both our names on the paper. You gonna believe because you trust
No,
him
I'm not.
and you love him. So
Lisa,
What
that's
do I
perfectly
got to do with
fine,
it?
but you're still responsible. That's
Lisa,
that's
you
perfectly
why
fine.
sound, you
Teresa
kind
went.
of
That's why
sounding,
Teresa went to
Lisa,
jail. That's
you
why the
kind of
judge
sounding like
told.
Sheree
That's
right
why the
now,
judge
Lisa.
told her your
You're gonna
name
end
is
up with
on the papers.
you're gonna end up with a prison bay if you keep thinking like that, Lisa. You
Mm-mm.
gotta
I'm not
read
saying. I'm not saying, but
whatever.
that is true though. But that's true.
And
Mm-mm.
you're
But
still
No, it's not.
Somebody,
responsible then.
hold on one second, guys. Somebody said word on the street is Tom bought expensive things to hide the money and valuable assets like diamonds. That is true.
That's what
He
I'm saying.
yeah.
mistakenly did some of that on the show, like when he gave Erica a painting valued at $1 million as just a
hmm
Exactly.
birthday gift. Now what is funny is before the conservator and the bankruptcy trustee got a hold of these things, their house was robbed.
Yes.
Mm.
So I
Perfect.
could see that they, probably did
But
set
wait,
that up.
do y'all remember when they released a list of, I think it was her Amex charges, and it was like 300,000 here, 100,000 a renter. Like, I believe that they dispersed a lot of that money out to people, and knock, knock, knock. I need my money back. I need you to pay these fees for me, because she's not spending that much money on makeup. With that guy Mikey, even Lisa Rinna's daughters, they got some money too.
I'm definitely
Mikey
doing
is not a
Potomac.
makeup artist, though.
I'm
He's a
doing Potomac.
creative director. That's something different.
So yeah, why does he need $300,000?
Yeah,
Because
but the
his
point
claim to
still
fame was the Pussycat Dolls.
yes, but the point still remains then that she is involved in when they're trying to claw back money. Not saying that she is liable for Tom's doings, but she is in the mix when people are trying to claw back money and assets to pay creditors and victims. You are a part of that. You don't get to
And
hide from
that's
that when you're walking around with the things on.
true. And I truly, I'm not saying I not really do believe, like I said, and I'm not gonna. I really do believe when I like she when she cried the week, and like I said, you come that airport while she been drinking. Okay, she was not sober, so and I know when her the week sitting there talking, she said like she tells the week, I care, but right now I can't even afford to care right now because all these lawsuits coming at me. You got
Yes,
tons
and
of
someone else is
you
paying
sitting
for
okay,
them.
you sitting there talking that way right now. But when you put yourself in her shoes and you put yourself in her, I'm trying to think because I kind of be devil advocate sometimes
Are you crying?
when I listen to people's story, and I'm trying to put myself in her position. Well, I got like millions of dollars. Like I got
Are
5
you on
million
your
here,
back right
10 million
now?
here,
Oh,
15 million here, huh?
You
What you
said you're
say?
trying to put yourself on Erica's position. I said, are you
oh.
on your back right now?
No, I'm not on my back right now.
Erica is suffering, y'all. She is
Baby,
suffering.
Oh
believe
my
Okay,
that.
God.
she's a
Oh,
victim
she's
too.
suffering.
Oh, okay. So
Wow.
off
No.
topic, because y'all, I think we've reached an impasse
Empath.
with that one. This was something I forgot to talk about. Erica liked this comment after it says Erica is bothered by Diana's donation, and it says it's phony. She knew about this as she brought up the dinner party when Erica threatened Sutton at Kathy's house last season. Now I don't really know what that means, but Erica liked this comment, and it said Erica's bothered by Diana's donation.
I don't care because
Uh,
Erica was in Diana's post hearting it, so I think this is just a ploy.
she lauded the
Yeah, in Diana's post about her charity that she made in 5 minutes, Erica put hearts in the comments.
Okay, well they're both trash.
Yeah,
Kyle bought a new
that's crazy.
house.
Cause I
It's
wouldn't
like
even not.
13
I would
million.
not even not. I'm for real. That's. I mean, I never told y'all. I don't like Dan, and I don't like Sudden either. I don't like Dan. Well, them both of them get pack their bags and keep on walking out of this show. You know what I'm saying? They need some new blood. They really do. Like Atlanta do. They need some new blood, and that's what I want them to do. And like I said before, and I'm this I believe she in survival mode because I've been survival mode too. Like I
Oh,
can't be with
Lisa,
y'all.
we tabled this
Yeah, we
topic.
not.
We
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. You really do feel some form of compassion for Erica, more compassion than Erica feels for all these victims. So
Mhm.
we're gonna have to table that.
But I do really do
I,
feel she have
we have to
compassion
move.
for the victims. But right
Mhm.
now she can't feel nothing right now because she got to pay back this money because
She wanted.
Tom is faking because Tom is
She
faking
wanted.
his
We're not doing
dementia.
it, Lisa. Lisa, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. Erica is a table topic. We will agree to disagree respectfully on Erica Jane and all her mishaps.
Yeah, that's
What
true.
did y'all think about Kyle's man hands?
I just never realized her hands were so disturbing to look at.
I don't like Cass. I don't. Cass used to be the girl,
I love
but
you,
I don't
Kai.
like Cass no more.
Thank you. I love you too.
Richie,
Oof.
Richie, ain't that your girl?
Oh
No,
wow.
Kyle. She needs to put that Botox in her hands like Chris Jenner.
Yes.
She,
Hmm.
yeah, she sure do. She sure do. I think I got man hands. I don't
It's
know.
like death becomes her. That's what she's giving.
No, yeah, like her
Oh,
hands are
Richie, that's a
decrepit.
good one.
Huh?
That's a good one. Is she Goldie Hawn or the other chick?
She's
Meryl
The other
Streep.
chick.
definitely Goldie
Meryl.
Hawn.
Meryl Streep.
Why didn't they, I'm like Lisa Winter. Why didn't everybody get some weed, chocolate weed, and sit down and just be metal? I'm like that's what I was saying. I'm like Lisa Winter, baby doll. Cause like I believe, cause I even believe that Jordan Sutton had took
Speaking
some
of
too.
Lisa Rinna, why is she being so mean to Kathy? Did you see all the faces she was making when Kathy was
What
talking
you say
about
that?
her
Oh, I can tell
wife?
you. I can tell you that. I figured that out last week. Lisa Rinna has a real problem with anybody who comes on the show and makes as much, near as much, or more than her. She
Mm-hmm.
hated Denise Richards for no reason, and the only reason that Denise Richards was hated was because Denise Richards came in with a guaranteed $1 million contract and guaranteed, I think it was four
Oh,
years.
Yes,
She
4 years,
hated that.
$1 million a year.
that
Nobody
makes
makes that
sense.
on that cast. Maybe Kyle might make near $1 million now, but this is not the cast for that. They just
Yeah,
started getting the ratings.
Nims.
Erica
Renna
got
needs
a
a new
million.
manager.
And Kathy just to come in and sleep and not show up for
Well, no,
filming.
Kathy was not going to come in and film like that. Kathy wanted a major raise, which is why they had
Mm-hmm.
finally came to an agreement where Kathy would make a certain amount per episode the last few episodes. That's why Kathy was nowhere to be seen. She was
Yeah.
filming Paris' show. She was doing everything else. And I bet you Kathy didn't even want to do this, but what she did want was to show that tequila
Mm.
and Rena SHITTED all over it
Show
tonight.
did.
And
She
that's why
showed
Kathy's
did.
gonna lose it
I'm gonna
next
go
week.
see
She
can I
asked
get
for
that
Kendall
tequila.
Jenner's
Let me see can I get that
tequila.
tequila. I'm gonna see
What
can I
you say,
find this
Richie?
tequila.
She asked her for in the next episode. She asked for some of Kendall Jenner's tequila, right? That's what set Kathy off.
Yes,
Yeah.
and how low self-esteem do you have to be in the middle of Aspen claiming that this little 21, 22, maybe 24-year-old girl is your friend? Oh, I want to drink my friend Kendall.
Yeah, that was
No.
weird.
Y'all are
Mm-hmm.
not on the same level. You are not in the same age group. That is not your friend.
You would think that she would distance herself from them, being as though he's not Scott's not with the daughter anymore.
Oh, please. She
Scott
would
not
never
with
do
the
that.
family
No,
anymore.
but well, that's true. But only celebrity tequila I have tried is what's George Clooney tequila. It tastes very smooth. I
I drink
like
it
it.
every day. Well, not
I
every
like that.
day. But
Huh?
Tell me
I'm
why
gonna
Kathy's tequila
I'm
look
gonna
like
go
a
get
knockoff
Kathy.
Casamigos.
I'm gonna go get Kathy. Like I'm gonna go get Kenny Hack hair. I'm gonna go try all that. I like to try everybody's stuff. You know what I'm saying?
What about
I support,
Sheree
I
stuff?
support, I support Kathy because I like Kathy. But Kathy need to get out of her time. She
You
can't tell me
gonna
she
buy
like
one
to
of Sheree's outfits, Lisa?
huh?
You
You
gonna
said
buy one of
what?
Sheree outfits?
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I ain't
What's
got
up,
time.
Colby?
I ain't got time for that, girl.
Hello,
Kobe.
No, 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 no,
yeah,
not me, baby.
I'm here to give my
No, 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 well,
opinion.
them
Hello,
outfits are
everybody.
custom made. I'm not finna spend $142 for no jogging. I'm not finna spend $142 for no shirt, no wrinkle white shirt you got on your website, baby
Lisa,
doll.
get your best friend Erica to buy it for you.
Oh, I'm
Well,
not getting but I don't need nobody that look, I'm on a budget and every month I have a certain amount of money I can buy stuff with. And when I want to, I go and I buy my stuff. I should I support my sisters on Real Housewives and stuff. I ain't got Candy panties yet, but I'm gonna go get Candy's panties.
Oh wow.
okay, Colby, where you at?
Wow. Okay.
Okay, well, I want to say that I'm proud of Crystal for standing up to Erica. I think ever since the reunion last year, when Erica checked her in front of everyone, she's been really wanting to give her opinion regarding the subject, and she's kind of not been given the permission to do so because of the environment of the other girls. But now that she's around Garcelle and Sutton, now she has the ability to challenge Erica and let her know how she really feels. I was also proud of Garcelle as well. Garcelle and Crystal both teamed up and they triggered Erica, and it was tick, tick, boom. Now everyone knows how she really feels. Even Erica's own friends were in the room with their mouths open, frightened because of the good job that Garcelle and Crystal done to trigger her. They got her drunk. They knew she was drunk already, and they asked her those questions, and they triggered her, and she snapped, and she said all those horrible things about the victims and all of that. Now, see, I kind of understand what Richie B is saying too, but the difference is there's a difference in keeping the earrings and wanting to keep them and then showing them and then flaunting them in front of the public, knowing you owe people money. So if you want to keep your earrings and the stuff that you have, keep it on the low. You know what I'm saying? But to get out and keep speaking on it, I got this, I got that. Like she has no awareness, and she doesn't really take in consideration of the optics, the way that she's now making her own friends look, because these women are very big in the charity world. You know, they go to all these charities for all these sorts of different things. So how can they hold their heads up high in the charity world when they're kicking it with a woman that's defrauding burn victims, people burning and poor, and people are dead, and all these sort of things, all these horrible stories, whether they're true or not? How can they ride with someone like that and then show up with high heels and dresses on at charity events? And they know it. And that's the reason why their mouths were dropping. And Kyle was actually not defending the victims. I thought she was trying to help Erica and say, Erica,
Mm-hmm.
look how this is looking. Like, look, you don't know what you're saying. You don't really know where the money comes. And Erica didn't even catch it. She was just speaking over herself because, again, the girls, Garcelle and Crystal, triggered her. And then she felt like attacked. That's what she kept saying. You need to support me. She kind of went off like on if you remember Baby Jane.
And it's
Excuse me.
Oh,
almost
don't do
it's
Betty
like
like that.
it's almost like they
Yeah.
had a conversation where she probably was like, "You guys didn't support me." That's how I took that when she said that to them. You need to be right about me. Like she chastised them already for not supporting her enough.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
one more
Didn't that look
thing,
like Baby Jane though? If anyone saw that movie, whatever happened to Baby Jane, the
Yeah.
way she
Yes.
was like
I,
laughing and I mean her mannerisms and even the way she laughs was like Baby Jane. I was like, this is getting scary. And the girls were all looking at each other because they're thinking about their reputations. Their husbands have businesses and all sorts of things like this. Mauricio has won 7
but
reality
Sutton
shows.
was such a
Like you
bad
can't
guy.
go around saying I'm just saying you can say these things and then want to be accepted and think that people are not going to mention them later. So you know that's all that I'm saying. The optics of the situation. She was unaware, and her friends were trying to save her. Even Diana was mouth was closed and was looking at her shocked. Was like, I don't want no parts of this publicly. Like I'm not saying anything about the victims and all that. So you know, again, she got triggered and tricked. This is what I told you, Melody done to Martell. You know, you got triggered and tricked. You spoke all over yourself. And that's what Crystal and Garcelle got Erica to do.
Well, Crystal better be careful because she said in season one that her husband was Me Too adjacent, so she might want to pipe down.
And
Cece
I
says
do,
she's
I
not
do
giving up her
understand.
1.3 million. Cece, the thing is, I think that there's like you can have a business sense about yourself, right? If Erica had played her cards right, she could have been the victim. She could have
Mm-hmm.
been America's sweetheart, and then her music career, what's left of it, would not have been derailed. It would have been okay. So let me give you an example without getting demonetized. Um, Everybody knows Harvey. Don't say his last name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Harvey's wife
Right.
is a fashion designer. Now,
Mm-hmm.
she's not the greatest fashion designer, but what Harvey did was to set her up for success. Every one of those starlets that he messed with, and keep in mind, I'm
Mm-hmm.
being very cautious. I don't believe he just messed with them, but everyone that he messed with had to wear his wife's garments on the red
Yep.
carpet for enough times that she became big in the fashion industry. So once Harvey went down for all of his stuff, her fashion house didn't fold because she was able to say, I didn't know anything about this. I think it's called plausible deniability. I think that's
Uh-huh.
the term. And
Right.
Erica could have done the same thing. She didn't have to become the villain. She could have become the victim, but she went in that direction. And now, after the night, like Colby said, there's no going back from this. It's a wrap. We know how you really feel.
Because, Mems, it doesn't work when you label yourself the victim. It doesn't work like that. And now, at the end of this episode, she want to say, I don't want to be a victim, but you want us to all treat you as such and accept your
Mm-hmm.
truth as 100%.
I don't think
Thank
Facts.
you.
she. I mean, I don't think she know what her truth is. Tell you the truth, because like I just and I do agree with Kobe, and I do agree. Kobe, I like that Crystal stand her ground tonight, baby. She did it, and I love her for it. She stand her ground tonight. She went back and forth with Erica, and I love her for because I love me. I do. I'm just saying. I love Crystal, and I still got some love for Elka too. You know what I'm saying? But I used to be a favorite. Elka used to be one of my favorites because I like that cold bitch moment she used to have. But right
Ooh,
now she on the fence.
ooh.
Right now she on the fence right now with all this stuff going on. But I am in her corner now. I would not give up. Now I'm like you said. She letting everything go through the legal process. And right now she in survival mode. She in survival mode. Because mom do want to go back to the shaker joint. Nobody. She ain't trying to go back to the shaker joint. She ain't trying to go back
Erica
there.
has Erica has aged out of Sakers. Um, let me just be honest with you.
Girl, please.
If
I
she
know
Actually,
some
couldn't,
honey,
if
baby.
she
Don't say
couldn't,
that because I know some
but
women. I know some
no,
women
I'm
who
saying
take
Erica
time.
can't. If Erica couldn't even pull Oliver, and Oliver is going after women that look like this, her shaker days have passed.
I think if his mother wasn't there, he could have pulled her.
I'm saying I don't think Erica has it anymore.
Oh no, definitely. But I do. Last year, she
Baby,
was
anybody
being
can
like
wear them legs like anybody can lift them legs up like in her behind. She can pull anybody, okay? You
she
know what
was
I'm
playing her
Shan is
cards
right.
really close to her vest last year by not saying anything, not making any comments, and I wish she would have just kept that. Even though she was being like, she does not give victim by any means, but at least she was keeping her mouth shut. But this year is like it's a wrap for her.
Yeah,
But
it is.
I
It
don't
is.
know.
It's a wrap, and I
Well, no,
do.
finish with. Hold on
I
one
don't
second,
think she's
Lisa.
coming
Let
back.
Richie finish her thought. What were you saying, Richie?
I was saying like last year, like when she said to Sutton, "Do you want to be sued?" And that's why Sutton got in whatever kind of legal. She had to hire a litigator this year because she alluded that she knew some insider information at the firm or what was going on. I wish she would have just kept her mouth shut like she was doing last year because even though she hasn't admitted to anything, she does. I only care about me. It's just like a wicked witch thing. It's like now nobody had any sympathy for you before, but we really don't now.
Can I
It's
respond?
yeah. Huh?
No, because I know Mim has an order, so that wasn't for you, Richie. Um, it, for me, she wasn't keeping her mouth closed. I know we're back to her, but Jesus, she wasn't keeping her mouth closed last year because she was helping build up his defense. She was the main one talking about him losing his mind
It was
and
very
all the
Mhm.
strategic.
accidents
Very
and all the.
strategic what she was saying.
That wasn't strategic because then everyone had questions about how you're saying this happened 3 years ago, but there are lawsuits from 20 years ago.
I mean, in terms
Like
of,
Crystal literally asked her about that.
I mean, he
You gave
was
this.
deemed incompetent though, so it
Yeah,
worked.
yes, but now part of that though makes I'm not saying it, but part of that makes Erica look guilty that that's the reason why he's hands off and Erica still is.
But
Like
it's
she played this all wrong because you gave the man a way out. Meanwhile, you're stuck in it and you're giving the excuse of why he can't be in it.
in terms of the court of public opinion, yes, she's playing it wrong. But in terms of legalities, she's playing it
She
perfect because
still played it
nobody
wrong.
is going to jail and nobody's paying the victims anything. So she could
People
pretend
are
like
playing
she
the
lives in
victim
that pool
things.
house. She could pretend like she's not still with Tom or whatever. I still think they're together. She could pretend like all of that, but the bottom line is neither one of them are in jail and they're not paying anybody anything. And I believe they still have their money.
I believe they're still in our mind.
That's a
Oh,
that's a good
mhm.
point, Richie. That's a good
yeah,
point.
yes.
I mean,
I don't
Oh,
like
can I
it,
speak
but that's
on
a good point.
Kyle? I'm sorry. Vile, there she did not care about that was all about perception. I don't know if someone said it earlier because I missed it earlier. That was all about perception. About the fact is, girl, I'm out here defending you. Okay, we over here bullying something. We doing all of this. So you can only go but so far. You can't say
wait, what
all of
was
this,
about
girl.
public perception? Wait, what you mean?
She's
When
saying her
Kyle, no,
concern when she
yeah,
was
her concern.
upset about.
I can't defend you, Erica, when you're saying that. That was all about perception, about how bad she would look because she knows this looks terrible,
Totally.
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
She
she's
did
still
the
yeah,
going to
same
defend.
yeah,
thing to
yeah.
LVP.
I really, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then
I really
furthermore,
agree too.
I think I said this already before, but my tin hat has been tingling about this whole Kathy situation because the way I've never seen Lisa Rinna try to leave a scene so fast. The way she gathered up Erica, telling her to be quiet, stop speaking, come on, Erica, let's go. When did Lisa Rinna ever want to dead a scene like that?
What did that remind
Yeah,
you of, Kai? Did that
Oh, the
remind you
papers
of
when she got
me?
served.
Amsterdam?
Wait, the way what?
When she got served at the airport, and the way even Andy Cohen told Lisa Rinna, "I've never seen you run away from a camera so fast."
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
no, I was talking about Nene when she was covering Portia's mouth after she pulled
Oh
Kenya's
yes,
Oh,
hair.
when she
that's a good
flipped
one
Kenya with
too.
her
That's
by
a
her
good one.
hair.
But yeah, they were all trying to cover for her, which leads me to believe that they already had like the whole Kathy thing going, but they're going to like put it in hyperdrive because they know last night and their time frame looked so terrible. Because again, when does Rinna leave us? Rinna loves the theatrics of it all, and for
Mm-hmm.
her to take Erica out, telling her to be quiet, don't speak anymore, like pushing her out of this, that to me was just like, oh,
That's my thing. Yeah,
Because
that
they're
was
on
my
each other's.
thing.
Because she's on Erica's
Well,
payroll.
she's
Like
possibly involved.
she is like deep. She's knee deep in the shit with Erica. She's a vested interest in Erica not getting in
Mm-hmm.
trouble.
You right, and
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you like this, and I would have been like Lisa Winter too. Uncle, shut your damn mouth up, okay? You get the hell up out of here. Let's get the
It's
hell. And I
almost
don't
like,
give
well,
a
bitch,
because
we
that's like
almost got away
because
with it.
if you my friend, I'm gonna do that. Like if I see Mills or even Corey,
Mm-hmm.
Corey, shut your damn mouth. Let's get the hell up out of here. Take your damn
Because
microphone
who
off.
just said
I'm
that
not
they're
doing
gonna
that. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. If I have a friend that has absolutely no compassion for something as serious as burn victims, we're not friends
But
anymore.
Mims,
I'm
what
not.
if that friend give you $300,000?
That ain't enough for me to do that.
Well,
Well,
she probably
apparently,
gave her
according
way
to the
more.
I
comments,
mean,
I'm
if I
only
knew she'd
concerned
been
with money.
drinking, if I knew she'd been
Uh,
drinking,
Wait, who just said that's why they're gonna rush this Kathy storyline? Uh,
oh,
uh,
that has been my like little theory going on for the last couple of days of how Kyle, like someone said, Kyle is always picking at her sisters. Like Jesus Christ, I would hate to be related to that woman. And I feel like it's been increasing as the episodes go along. And this
yes,
has been like the peak of where they're like, okay, we got to pull our plan together because Erica's lost her mind.
yes, they have to protect
Mm-hmm.
their queen.
yeah,
so
yeah,
you're saying she's trying to change the narrative, and Kathy
Yeah,
thinks this is
because
the best way
If
it's
to
you
do
really
it.
weird.
think about it, Tom was like a prestigious judge. They probably all had some type of legal issues
Lawyer.
that he has helped them. I mean, I'm not a judge, lawyer. He's helped them out with his connections. They all owe her, and she's
He was
cashing in,
sleeping with the
honey.
judge.
Yeah, and so I
Mm-hmm.
was just saying how also it's like it's strange how the only people who said that something was said racially or homophobic wise are Dirty Diana, Erica, and Rinna. And how there's no tips or anything like that, but and Kathy's saying I said something about Kyle. I don't put it past Kathy to say those kind of things, but I do find it strange that only these three people heard it, and we never heard about Erica losing her mind in Aspen. How come we didn't hear about that, but we heard about Kathy?
Exactly,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
And it's
That's a
also
good
weird that
point.
Garcelle has not stopped being friends with Kathy too. So
Yeah,
Garcelle is
they
also
seem
You know
talking
closer
what?
than
about
ever.
optics.
I can't use that as my
Yeah.
Bible.
Yeah,
Garcelle is friends with Sutton. Come on.
No, somebody said I'm not because I'm not a good friend. I am a real friend. I'm a real enough friend to let you know when you have a misstep. I wouldn't be concerned about no television show, but if that's how Erica actually feels, then I might have to reevaluate that because if you don't care about
I don't
them, you
think
may
she
not
feel
care
that
about
way.
me. Hold on
yes,
one second.
I
Hold
think
on
she
one
was
second.
drinking.
Hold on one second, Lisa. My point is, if you don't care about anybody else but yourself, why would I think that you cared enough about me?
Amen.
Guys, we are running a little bit hot
Over.
tonight. Well, not so much over, but definitely hot. I got some stuff going on, so we can't do this forever. I want to say
Oh.
this much. Guys, I have been giving you guys some short content. Make sure that you click on the content. Y'all asked me to do it, and so I've been doing it. I did one today about some little college student who got the police called on her at Popeyes because she tried to feed a homeless person. It's a crazy story. Definitely check it out. If I have a mod who can drop that in the link, it will be appreciated. YouTube has to see that I'm getting traction in order to push my short form content. I'm in the algorithm for content like this. So if I want to get my numbers up and keep doing bigger and better things on YouTube, I need you guys' support.
I need
Even
somebody
if
to help me out my screen yard. I really do.
we might be able
I
to
need somebody to help
schedule
me out my
something,
screen
Lisa.
yard.
And make sure, have you guys hit the like button? Definitely hit the
Of
like button.
course.
I'm gonna be back next week for this one. Is it the reunion for RHOA?
yes.
Yeah, it's this weekend.
Lord. those it's a hard thing to do pull off a show right after the show ends. But if it's the reunion, I'm definitely gonna be here for that. Maybe I'll do a short and I'll release all of the messages that Oliver's wife released while she was mad at him. Y'all, I'm telling you, if Oliver would not have turned down Erica if he was interested in this girl. This is one of the people he was messing with. So I might do a short and release that if y'all want to see that. Any closing statements from anybody?
Mims,
Okay.
you always getting us all hyped up and then leaving abruptly. No.
Okay.
Blue ball.
Well, I do want to say that I'm
Do we
very
really
proud of
care?
Garcelle. Initially, I thought that she was a little passive, but I like the way that she carries herself with such dignity, because if she had been aggressive, these ladies would flip it on her and be like, oh, I'm scared of her and this and that. And what she done with Erica is she used Erica's own words against her. She got her to talk and say all these horrible things. She didn't have to say anything horrible about Erica. She triggered her, and Erica done it to herself.
Okay. Do we really care if Oliver cheated on his wife? Is Oliver really that important that we care that he cheated on his wife?
I
Who
thought it
had
was
an
a good,
instant
messy
family
story.
trying to shove 3 other kids that don't belong to him down his throat that he probably didn't realize she had in the beginning until she got pregnant.
I mean, it was a good, messy story.
I don't give a care about Oliver. Oliver's not fine at all. Him and his wife can go sit down somewhere with them 3 badass mixed race ass kids. I do not give a care. Okay?
Oh, don't say that.
Draw me a bridge, babe. I am over there. Okay. They just
She knew what she was getting herself into. I don't feel sorry for her because it probably happened to her 3 other times.
Me, that show did. Nicole, what did you say, Nicole? What did you be telling? You said something. I think you were saying something about StreamYard. You said, of course, or something.
I know. I said maybe I'd be able to help you. Maybe we could work something out one day, and I could show you some of the StreamYard stuff.
Yeah.
So guys, I know Richie's gonna be mad, but
I'm mad too.
I'm gonna have
sorry.
to start me a channel for real.
I know. I'm just like,
wait, okay, y'all. Okay, so this is what's going on. I don't want to talk about this.
Oh, you dropping us because you got a hot date, right?
No, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to. Some personal family stuff happened, and I needed to do this show, but
Do you need our prayers, my
we're just gonna
love?
tease you about it.
I could use some prayers and some positive energy.
No problem.
Psychiatrist tonight.
Definitely.
We got you.
Yeah, no, I mean maybe I'll talk about it on a later date, but it happened today, and I promised I was gonna put this show. I ended up having to delete that last live, and I felt bad about it, and I was like, I'm gonna do this regardless. But yeah, if you could send some positive energy my family's way, that'd be appreciative. Maybe if you're not a person that
I'm sending positive vibe right now. Mwah. Positive vibe.
All right.
Positive vibe.
I thank you guys. We'll do longer. How about this?
Okay.
We'll do longer for the reunion.
Khaki. I mean, how you say your name? I get either khaki.
Kai?
Colby,
Is your name?
Kai,
Is that how you pronounce your name?
Richie, and Corey.
Khaki. I'm trying to see how you pronounce her name.
Kai.
Kai. Okay, Kai. I'm sending positive vibe to Kai, positive vibe to everybody out there in YouTube. Keep it pushing positive, not negative. Love everybody. And may y'all have wishes come true. All y'all wishes come true.
I appreciate that. And that was a great way to end.
Yes.
We will end with this foolishness.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things in your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things in your dream. Hey, let me